Hey guys, so today's video is on this look that I'm wearing right here. I wanted to do something warm toned because I'm so obsessed with cool tones. I feel like it's all I've done recently, so I wanted to do something bronzy and orange and red. And this is the look that I came up with. It is using the Revlon Eye Art. This is in the shade Topaz Twinkle. These were in my January favorites and I wanted to show it to you guys in action. This look is very similar to the one that I was wearing in my January favorites. It is a little bit different. It is also using the Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette. I did one look using this palette and I've been wanting to do more. So I used some of the more warm orangey shades out of this palette. I used this shade here to highlight my cheekbones, mixed with a little bit of champagne pop, and I really like the way that this highlighted the face if you like an intense highlight. This video is a talk through style. This was supposed to be a chit chat get ready with me, but I didn't chit chat at all. So it's basically just a makeup tutorial talk through style. So if you want to see how I got this look, then let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so to start off, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. I'm using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Alright, now dipping into my Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette. I'm going to take this matte creamy whitey vanilla-y shade, and I'm going to put that all over my lid, my brow bone, crease, everything to sort of set the primer. Alright, so now that I've got that nice base going on, I'm going to dip into this orangey transition color. It looks like it's got some little flecks of gold in it, but those don't really translate onto the eyes. So I'm just going to start to buff that in my crease very gently at first, and then I'll sort of build up the intensity as I go. I am planning on doing another cut crease, so I am going to buff this shade a little bit higher than I usually do, like a higher than my actual crease, because I am going to cut the crease higher than my natural crease because I do have sort of deep set eyes. Alright, so now that that's all sloppily buffed in my crease, I am going to take a little bit more of a precise brush and this deeper brown color and buff that in my crease as well, a little bit more defined and tucked into my crease. Thought it might be nice to do a bit more of a warm toned look. I feel like I haven't done one in so long, you know me. I like my cooler looks more. I'm just going back into that first orange shade and buffing everything out. Now I'm going to take a little crease sort of blending brush in that same matte vanilla shade that I used in the beginning. And I'm gonna sort of buff this on my brow bone to highlight my brow bone, to lift the brow. I think I am gonna go ahead and also highlight my brow bone with a more shimmery shade. So I'm taking this one here from the palette and I'm just gonna tuck that right at the very tippy top of my brow bone, right at the arch. And then I'll go ahead and blend it out with that same crease brush. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and use a product that was in my January favorites. This is the Revlon Eye Art in the shade Topaz Twinkle. I'm gonna go ahead and use the sort of cream shadow side. There's a cream shadow side and then a glitter side. I'm gonna use the cream shadow side to sort of cut my crease. It's a beautiful champagne shade that has a lot of sheen to it. Not gonna lie, this stuff takes forever to dry, so I just sit here with my eyes shut. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with the glitter side to sort of define that line between my crease and my lid shade. Not gonna lie, this glitter side is not the best. It's gonna take a few layers. So I basically paint on a layer, wait for it to dry, paint on a layer, wait for it to dry, and build it up until I get the intensity that I like. Ain't no shame in my game, girl. Ain't no shame in my game. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tightline. I'm using the Avon Glimmersticks Diamonds eyeliner in this shade Black Ice. This is just gonna help make my lashes look a little bit fuller. And then for my waterline, I'm using the Wink Eye Pencil by Butter London in the shade Brown Sugar. I got this in a boxy shell. All right, now on an angled definer brush, I'm going to pick up the black shade from the palette, and I'm just gonna press that against my lash line to help give the false lash band something to sort of blend in with. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some lashes, attempt to pop on some lashes. These are the Ardell 113s. And then I'm using my Revlon Precision Dark Lash Adhesive. All right, so I went ahead and did all of my base products off camera, my concealer and powder and foundation, brows, and all of that good stuff off of camera. I do almost the exact same thing every single stinking time, so I don't like to include it in every single video because that would get boring. I completely forgot to put on mascara before I did my lashes, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I'm basically just gonna take my crease shades and buff them on the lower lash line, so I'm gonna start with the lighter orange of the two and buff that on my lower lash line. All right, now I'm gonna take a pencil brush and dip into the darker red brown shade and buff that on my lower lash line as well. Now I'm popping this shimmery highlight shade on my inner corners. All right, to bronze my skin, I'm going to use a product that I don't use very often at all. It is the NYC Sun and Bronze Bronzing Powder. I really could not stand this for the longest time because there was sort of like a film on here that looked like gritty and it didn't come off like it was supposed to. So I went ahead and took a paper towel and just scraped off the entire top layer of this bronzer. So it definitely comes off a lot more pigmented now. This is in the shade Coney Island Glow. So for just a little pop of color on the cheeks, I'm gonna go ahead and pop on the Estee Lauder limited edition all over shimmer. I don't see a shade name. Can we talk about this packaging? Look how beautiful this packaging is. So I'm just gonna pop that on my cheeks. I've never used this, so I don't know how pigmented this is. Definitely a glow to that. Now I'm taking a fan brush and I'm actually going to try to highlight my face with this shimmery highlight shade from the eyeshadow palette. It's very intense, so we'll see how this translates on the face. I'm kind of feeling like this look is calling for a little bit of champagne pop. Anytime I do a super warm, bronzy look, I'm always wanting to bathe myself in champagne pop. For my lip color, I am feeling something a little bold. I kind of want to do something playing off of this burgundy that I'm wearing. I'm kind of thinking Dose of Colors Mood. I totally forgot about mascara, so I'm going to go ahead and pop some on my lower lash line. I'm going to go ahead and set my whole face using Maybelline Master Fix. Now, while my face is still a little bit damp, I'm going to go in with just a little bit more champagne pop. Forgot how much I love champagne pop. Alright you guys, so that completes this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look, something a little bit different for me personally. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos of mine, and I will see you next time.